Hello, my name is Eric and I'm doing another one of my photography vlogs called One Body, One Lens, One Roll, One Day. I am here at Plum Creek South Entrance between Medina and Brunswick. I've shot here a couple times, but it's been a while. Today's camera is my friend Angelo's Mamiya C220. Thank you, Angelo, for letting me borrow your camera and your two lenses. I'll let you know when this episode posts. I'm doing something a little weird today. I went online, found some 3D printed adapter pieces that would let you roll or let you load 35mm film into a 120 camera. This being an all mechanical 120 camera is probably more ideal than my auto winding Pentax 645. So I loaded this guy up with some 35mm Konica Portra 160, which I know is out of date. This is like the last of a batch I've had. Expired in 2003, so 20 years old. This camera does not have a meter, so I'm going to be doing a Sunny 16 with some adjustments for the expired film. Now, because this is 35mm, you know, kind of long strip film going through more of a box type framing, the image is probably going to roll onto the sprockets, and when I scan these images I'm going to show you the sprockets. And since the spacing's totally weird because it's not 35mm, I'm anticipating I'm going to get about 8 shots. At least that's probably where I'll start paying attention, because the 35mm film canister is down here, and it's the film is taped to the spindle of that film. So as I'm winding to the next shot, somewhere around 8 or 9, I'm kind of thinking maybe more like 7, 8, because this is a roll of 24 exposure. I'm going to hit some hard resistance, so I'm going to be very careful on how I wind it, because the 35mm film canister is in there. And then when I'm at the end of the roll, I'm not going to pop open this back. I can't rewind it like a roll of 35mm, and I can't change it from one spindle to the next for 120 because it's taped there. So I'm going to take it to a dark room, and I'm going to pop everything out in the dark room and respindle it back or rewind it back into the 35mm canister when I'm done. So a little bit of extra work, but hopefully I'm going to get some cool results. Again, expired film, kind of partly cloudy, very chilly. It's about 9 degrees, so hopefully my batteries last in the video camera. All right, let me go get some shots. I'll be right back. So as you're looking through a twin lens camera, you know, as you turn left, it seems to be moving right. As you move right, it seems to turn left. It's a reversed image or inverted image because of a mirror that you're looking through. The thing that I kind of have to pay attention to is because the film's going up and down through the square, I'm only getting these, you know, split 3 columns. I'm only getting that center column with maybe a little bit of bleed over from the sprockets. So I've got to watch how I'm framing these. I can't do full screen shots or edge-to-edge shots because it's going to get cut off. So I've got to watch for kind of more taller stuff. So I'm going to try to get some maybe tall trees or down a nice long path, just to try to get some of that framing right. It's like a panorama shot, but if I hold the camera like this and I'm viewing it correctly, it's going to be a vertical panorama shot, not a horizontal shot. Now, I might try 1 or 2 shots horizontal. Be kind of tricky, but let's see what I can do. All right, let me get some more shots. I'll be right back. Okay, so because of expired film and overcast day, I set my exposure to a 60th of a second so I can handhold, and this is kind of helping me brace a bit. And I'm shooting all the way down at 2.8. So a roll of 160, 20 years out of date, should be more about a 50th exposure at f16. Or it should be 160 at f16 normal, Sunny 16. 20 years out of date, I dropped it by 2, so would be you know, f8, and then because overcast, at least 2 stops, maybe 3. So I took it down to 2.8 at 60th of a second, which might lead me to about a half stop overexposure, relatively speaking, and I'm okay with that. I can scan and get good results. I'd rather have overexposure than underexposure. when it comes especially to expired film and maybe some of the failure on the film itself. All right, let me get some more shots. Be right back. All right, so that was my last shot. Looks like I did get 8, so my count was about right. Hopefully they come out. I'll have the images posted at the end. Again, this is Plum Creek South Entrance near Brunswick and Medina. It's about 8-9 degrees out. My hands are starting to get very cold. I used a Mamiya C220 twin lens, but I used some 3D printed 35mm film adapter. And the guys are plowing the parkway, so I'm going to pack it up. Thanks for watching. Like the photos, comment on the cameras you use, subscribe. New episodes every Friday and Saturday. I got to move my car. Be right back. See you next episode.